Hello everyone, hello everyone. It is me, Just Be Audrey Lane. Thank you guys so much for subscribing to the channel. Make sure you guys hit that bell so you can be notified of when a journal process is up and on for you guys. So I'm going to start off by saying the date. Today is Friday, September 3rd, 2021. And the time is now 7:01. So I am going to be coming to you probably, no, I'm not going to say it's going to be all over. So today I got hit with being encouraging. Be encouraging because you just never know how we go out and we are living our lives, and I'm like, okay, I can have some moments where it's like a little bit up, a little bit down, and you just never know how our lives go and touch people. And it just made me say, man, and even now, thank you God, because of just the fact of I know that this is not possible without him. Not at all, not one, not a breath is possible without him, let alone if you put everything into play of the fact that I actually come on here, speak out my truth, and you just, man, you guys, when I tell you I am so grateful to God, I really do mean it. I don't just say it, I really do mean it. My life has been truly a blessing because of him. I'm able to come on and speak my truth out here, but also the whole thing about it is I'm coming on here as myself, and I come as the fact of, yeah, like I'm honest. I wish I could be, no, not I don't wish I could be. If I could tell you all of the scroll and really like preach it out or speak it out to you guys, I would do that. But I'm being honest to say I don't always know. I'm learning as I'm on here. I'm being truthful. The thing about it, I'm learning to do that and be me. And that's something. And not learning to be truthful, but being truthful to the point of like, because I would say I was true before, but it's a different kind of clear-headed trueness of I'm finding out who I am, and Audrey Lang is a strong, wonderful woman, and that's the truth. And me living in it, it's the truth, and that's a great thing because just having people come up and people don't understand sometimes. For me, when they come up to me and they're like, oh my goodness, like you have like, thank you for this, or you touched my life, or just speaking what you touched my life, they have no clue how just the encounter with them has touched me. And I truly do mean it, because I mean, I don't tell them that, but when I come on here and I say it out now in my journal process, it really does mean a lot to me. Like, I don't know if they absolutely get that the encounter, they, it's not always like them. It's the encounter for both of us. I leave so satisfied and full with like, God, you have no clue that, well, he has it, but they don't have no clue of how it's like, man, when I go and I'm just myself, Audrey Lane, and talk with them, it's I let them know. I'm honest and open with it. Like, this is God. This is God that comes through me. It is God that comes through me. And I see myself in a different light of like, man, you are more than what you think. And that's why I said I wanted to come on tonight and say that out of encouraging things. Of you are more than what you think. My whole thing of today was I had woke up and came down for prayer, and I was just saying, what can you do to make sure your roots are growing deep within Christ? And I wrote the date, the time, and then I put eat the scroll. Ezekiel 3. Eat the scroll. And I also wrote some more things underneath. Live the scroll. Obey the scroll. Trust the scroll. Share the scroll. And I just like, man, I live, and I say it like, God, I have to be making sure that I am just coming and coming to you who I am, as I am, and letting you change me. You know, not coming with, God, I want to do this. I want to be like this. Give me this. No, because you already know anything that I ever want is nothing compared to what he has for me, for what he has for you. So I have to get it out of my head. I'll be sitting here lying to you if I say, oh, I already got it. You know, every day I had to remind myself what he has is best for me. It over trumps anything that I want. So God, your will. God, your will. So when people see this in me, and they see what's going on, I truly do tell them, it's God in me. It's God in me. I can't tell you, nobody but Jesus has come down literally to change my life and transform it into the image of him and how he wants it to be. So stop going off of the up and down. One day you feeling like this, the next day you feeling like that. Do you trust him enough to know you're okay in all of it? That you're okay in all of it? That he has you? Whether it's anything with sickness, anything with mental health, anything with financial needs, anything with just life, anything with you trying to fight a battle that you don't know. Trust him. You gotta give yourself away to him and let him do with you the way he knows, the way he sees fit. Do you really want to take your life back out of his hands? Do you feel as though you really got it? No. And I'm speaking to me. I'm speaking to me. I don't. That's exactly why I give myself to him, because I know he knows better than I do. Even with me sitting here saying I am doing a whole lot better, I thank God for changing me, I still would not want to take me back. No. I thank him so much for what he is doing, what he has already done. What he has already done. Please know that there is no obstacle that he will not get you over, see you through, level it down for you so you can go right on through it. And a lot of it is, we have it in our mind. We see it and we want to handle it because we feel as though God not moving for us, or he's not moving fast enough for us. But do you trust him? That's where it all lies. Your trust, your belief. Do you believe him or not? Or do you want to go off of yourself because you see your action? Can you trust your own action? No. And if you do, I can only speak for myself. I don't trust my actions. Because the only actions I'm going to go off of believing is the actions he tells me to do and when he tells me to do them. Trust me, it's hard out here. This woman was not like this a while ago. I couldn't even grasp things together. Wouldn't even listen to people who told me, like, let it be, take your time. God is going to work it out. Like, no, but you don't understand what I'm going through. You don't understand what my house is rocked and all of this stuff. And now I sit here and I laugh like, thank you, God, that you stopped me. Because you see how I will handle myself. So before I will go out there and do anything, I'm so grateful that he stopped me. Like, let me get your attention in this way. Everything that is not always a bad thing that happens to us. Anything that is devastating us, whether it's like, I'll speak to me, my divorce, my marriage was something that you could not have told me would be like this. But am I grateful? Yeah. And I often always say, God, it is your will of how you're going to do it and how you're going to handle it. But I am so happy that I was able to find who I was in something that was so nasty and dirty and muddy. It was like God was like, I'm going to form you and put you into my image so you cannot rely on anyone else or yourself to get you through. So you can totally know that it's me. And how about this? Marriage isn't always what we think is a bad thing. I know that there's some other things out there too in life that's really going. our health. God is see. You may not see what is going on, but God knows how he's going to do it. That's exactly why he says, no eye have seen, no ear has heard what he is doing, what he's about to do. We have not seen it. We have not heard about it. Even reading his word and digesting and taking it in, we have it in our head of one way of how it's going to go, but we need to trust that God is going to see it overall how he wants it. And you're going to be great out of it. You're going to be great out of it. Remember, he only builds you for how he knows you are, what he sees in you, his plan, his purpose. A lot of what goes on with us are trust issues. Trust me, I can tell you it was hard for me to trust God. I will be sitting here lying to you to tell you, oh, I trusted him and all that. No, I didn't. I wanted to go off a human form. Trust my husband, trust myself, trust my family members, trust situations. How can you trust a situation? Well, now it's like, God, I know nothing, but I know I trust you. And I feel so happy and so secure and so on a comfort thing with him like no other. A realness with him. Trust me, it is something. And I don't even like saying to trust me out now because I don't, but yeah, do trust. Trust the fact that God has you. Eat the scroll. Read his word. If you don't know what eat the scroll is, read it. Digest it. And how about, I just was saying, if you eat in the scroll, how about this? Let it sit and marinate with you. Ask someone, your pastor. Ask someone who don't feel small if you have to go and ask for help. I told you we had the test thing for my church, and I did not do well at all. But I was going to be honest with my pastor regardless. I'm the only one that will benefit from the lie, and I will be the one that benefit from the truth. Stop lying, because either way you benefit from it. There is benefits from lying. Oh, it comes back. Oh, it comes back. It does. So why not tell the truth? Because it comes back. It comes back. You reap what you sow. So we have to make sure we out here being honest. And it's a part of trusting God for me to say, God, I'm going to trust you. I opened up my mouth. I called my first lady and let her know. My niece and I went yesterday. We went to go study and do things, and things didn't work out how we thought they was. But before I even went to meet up with her, I called my first lady to be honest with her. And I'm still going to say it to my pastor come Sunday. And I'm going to get information from her. And I said, I need a study buddy. I need an accountability buddy. I need someone who's going to hold me accountable. Because, yes, I hold myself accountable. Because, like I said, I benefit from it. I benefit from it. But I would love to have someone as my sharpener. Why? Because then not only are they helping me grasp the knowledge that I need of God and for myself, it teaches me how to be a sharpener myself. So don't be feeling like, oh, I'm going to feel some type of way. This person know more than me. No. Let me tell you, in high school for me, even with struggling, I always surrounded myself with people who were smarter than me. Why? Because I can learn from them. There's no way in your groups you should feel like you want to be the smartest one. Everybody should be bringing something to the table. Everyone. And don't feel like, oh, I'm the less qualified of everybody at the table. How about this? That means you got more to eat from. Because you got everybody. If they're your true friends and true sharpeners and people who are there to encourage you and lift you up, how about this? You going to have a fuller plate. And how about this? what you can do is sharpen them back with not only the gratitude of them helping you, but that you go out there and you sharpen someone else. That's how it goes into with my nonprofit, is praying it forward. That's what it goes into. Because not only are the sharpeners sharpen you, they need to be sharpened back with the knowledge of you getting it. That you gonna go out and you going to sow back into what you just reaped. So this is a great thing for us. Don't never look at anything as a below level thing. That I don't want to go somewhere because I don't have enough to contribute. I can't be around them because look at me, I have nothing. Trust me, it's hard. I have to tell myself that all the time. I don't know what this is. Me speaking out and saying all of this, and I'm like, well, some days it's like this and some days it's not like this. But how about this is a consistent thing of me, God? I'm being myself. You want to have me how you see fit. God, am I doing anything wrong? My speech may be off. Some days I'm hype and I'm at it, and some days I'm not. I'm stuttering over words and my mind is going crazy. But God, I'm being Audrey Lane, and you are doing it. You are going to have me how you want it. We got to be receptive. We got to be to the point of, God, I'm going to receive what you are saying to me and what you are doing in me. Because we know when he is stopping us from doing something. Oh, you better know it. When God don't want you to do something and God does not have you in that area, it's just something. It's something in you that will have you like almost off, and you try to figure it out. Stop trying to figure it out and take heed. That's discernment. That's God telling you, don't you be around that. No, that's not what I'm sending you to do. No, no, no. They're not supposed to be with this. No, they're not a part of this. Nope. Stop being desperate to go off and do this. No, I didn't do that for you. Stop saying it's me. Because we'll get caught up in our heads sometimes wanting to be religious instead of being in relation. I so want to learn more. How about this? It is a daily thing for me of just feeling like I'm being baptized in, to the point of I gasp for like some, like I'm coming up out of water, or like how do you get that strong belch? I don't drink soda. And well, yeah, I had some when I went to Jamaica. I had some ginger beer, but yeah. But like for that instance, the other day, I wasn't drinking anything. And it's like, okay, you're getting it. When God forms you into his image, and he molds you for what he knows you are to him, and start revealing you to yourself of how he sees you, and when you grasp it and get it, thank him for it. I don't believe that no matter what we are going through and what we have gone through, don't sit there and this is hard for me to say it to you because I know it's going to come back up, because God has a way of bringing it back up. Oh, Jesus, but I'm going to say it. Don't discourage yourself about what you've done and what you lack, that God can't use it. Get it out of your head. Get it out of your head, Audrey Lane. Because what we see sometimes as a lack, God sees it as a launch. Jesus Christ. You see something as I lack in this area, and God says, no, I'm launching you in this area. God, you can't use me. He's like, no, I am. I can use you. This is what I need. Someone came into the store today. I talked to them like last week. And I call her mom. and I don't call too many people mom, but her and her daughter, her and I share the same birthday. Discovery, wow. And she just was like, daughter, I'm coming in. I love you. Make sure you call her. And I could clearly, honestly say, I will. I am. I didn't think anything of me just being who I am and calling her just to reach out. Because going through stuff in life, sometimes you just want to be heard. And it starts with a, hello, how can I help you? And it just made me like, God, I used to not want to talk back with females. A lot of my friends are male. Because it's like, I can't even tell you why. Maybe it'll come up. I need to truly ask myself that. I get down with males there. For me, I could tell you a little bit about it. They're less emotional. However, I'm learning that that's false. We're human. We all have emotions. And how about this? I need to stop thinking like that. And thank God, really I have. Because people are people, we have emotions. But let me tell you, I want to be around people who truly show their emotions. Because I held on to mine for years, and I can tell you this, that stinking aroma of bitterness comes up off of you. And how about this? God says it in Ezekiel, when you eat in the scroll, it's sweet as honey. So we don't have time to be bitter. So I can't be bitter and say, oh, all of my friends, I only want male friends. No. How about this? I want friends that's going to come and be beneficial. And how about this? You never know. People don't know how to be friends because a lot of the times it comes up out of hurt. That's why I say we cannot walk around in victim mindsets. We are not victims. Don't make yourself, because it starts with us. If we want to stay in victim status, how are you going to get mad with somebody that want to call you out for you always saying you hurt and all this stuff? Because it's them saying it to you, you want to sit there and get an attitude. But when you come home and you say it to yourself, oh, I'm hurt and this, but people don't understand what I'm going through. Stop picking and choosing who you want to be a victim to and then who you don't want to be a victim to, but then you're a victim to yourself. And if you don't get it, you truly do get what I said. You got it. Stop putting yourself as a victim. No matter what we're going through, God sees it as an opportunity to grow us through it so we can go out there and encourage someone. So yes, you may be going, so let me put it like this. I'm going through a divorce. I'm diagnosed with multiple sclerosis. I have literally, issues of my weight, trying to get it back down. I've had addictions of drinking, smoking, and popping pills. All of that is a testimony. All of it is truly God saying, now you can go out and tell people how they can overcome. They can not only hear it from you, they can see it in you, because more importantly, they are seeing God. This is truly God that comes up out of me to get me here to say it to you. So stop putting yourself as a victim. How about this? You went through rehab, you learned how to get it, you learned how to go it, and rehab is like, man, I didn't go, thank you God that I didn't go to actual rehab for the drugs and the alcohol, but learning how to walk and do all of that stuff was a great thing. And I'm not saying thank you God about the rehab like it actually puts you back. It doesn't. Go. I had an eye-opening experience because it was either death or life for me, and I wanted life. And when God literally came to me, I was like, okay, I don't want to take a chance that, oh, I can go back into this, because I tried, but I was like, no, I value me more. And how about this? I value you, God, that I don't want to play you. You may not do this for me again. I don't want to go to hell. I don't want to lose my soul by gaining the world. Because the enemy, he will have everything all dressed up nice for you and have it all laid out for you. And he'll keep on pouring into you for some things of the worldly stuff. Because when he's done with you, he's done with you. And he then moved on to the next. And how about this? Now you sitting there destroyed. You're wasting away. And he didn't forgot about you. And you didn't already did a destruction on everybody around you that nobody wants to come around you. So now is the time for you to pick yourself up and rely on God, to trust in God, to eat the scroll, to trust the scroll, to obey the scroll, to keep on pressing and going forward. And how about this? Life with the enemy was so easy, it came to you like this. That should have been a warning right there. It leads into destroying and destruction and death. But how about when you fighting for your life and you fighting hard for your life? It's work. It's work. But how about this? Your heart beats. It beats. It beats. It finds a rhythm and it keeps on going with a rhythm. And how about through it all? You're breathing because God is breathing in you. You're going forward. You're being persistent. You're in purpose. God has you going out and doing for him. And if that ain't enough, I don't know what to tell you. Start telling yourself, I am enough, I have enough, I do enough. Stop going off of, I can tell you a lot about how people will start seeing your growth in God. And you're going to get it both ways. It's like a double-edged sword. You're going to get people who like, oh my goodness, you're moving different. God must be definitely working in you. He's in you. And then you're going to have people. Remember, I say it all the time. You're going to have participators and there's going to be spectators. Spectators will still come around, show up at games, buy a ticket just to talk smack. They want to see what your reaction is. They want to see if you fall and get back up. They want to see it. They want to see it. But how about this for spectators too that come around? The reason why we have to pray for them and truly mean it and pray really good, because God wants to see, are you really showing up too? Because showing up for him requires you to still pray for your enemies, to still pray for your spectators, and to truly mean it. Read Ezekiel 3. Read it. Read it. I'm telling you, we got to give out the warning, because giving them the warning blesses them as well. It blesses them as well. It blesses them, and you're trying to save them. But God wants to see, where's your heart at? Did you send out the warning? We don't want to get back with what's going to be going out to them, because people are stubborn. I'm telling you, read Ezekiel 3. They're going to rebel. They are. But you still have to go out there and know that you're standing in the truth. You're standing for God. You got to keep on going. You're on assignment. It's what we have to do. It's going to be uncomfortable. We're going to not know what we're doing at times. We're going to have to trust and rely on God. And truly Go out there and put yourself with sharpeners. First of all, pray and talk with God hard. If you don't know how to move, ask Him to show you, to guide you every day, all throughout the day. Man, man, trust in God. I don't even know really, other than eat the scroll. But I wish I could tell you today topic thing is going to be also eat the scroll. But in God we trust. Trust Him. He truly has you. Aren't you sick of the one relying on yourself and relying on people who always seem somehow, some way to let you down? Last minute, when God is a last minute functioning God, He steps right on in His timing for you. He don't let you down. He don't work on our timing. He work on His. But if you're trusting in Him, you know He has it all worked out for you. I cannot wait. I'm setting up more and more interviews with people, because for the podcast side of things, I want to conduct actual interviews so you can think. Not everybody out here got this glamorous, beautiful life. People have went through some stuff, and how about this? They have learned and grown so much in God that they are able to share it out with people. Stop thinking people got this fabulous life. I told a lady, I am only here and I live my truth out, and there's still things that people have not seen and I have not discussed on here. This is a growing process for me, but I'm going to keep on showing up. I don't let anything kind of get in my head of stopping, because my whole thing is this: I didn't stay in a spot of just self-pity for years, that I truly washed it off of me with God. So I'm not going to take that. God washed it off of me. So now I can see myself, and now I'm purposeful. Now I'm in purpose. And how about this? I am at a point where God says, be still and trust in me. But how am I being still when God is moving me at the same time? Isn't that funny? It's like still waters. I'm still growing and still moving and still doing. But my trust and my relying on Him, it's real. Thank Him. Thank Him so much for what He's doing in your life. There's nothing that will defeat you when you got God fighting for you. No sickness, no pride, no anger, no bitterness. When you are truly seeking Him, God sees your movement and He sees your heart. Don't go around people who want to keep you in pity. Don't you allow it. And it starts with you. Don't you allow yourself. Break free from yourself. Break free from yourself. Don't go off of it. But don't nobody understand. But you don't understand. That was you. That's not me. No, God has it for you. Break free from yourself. Don't be in bondage no more. You have to tell yourself, I'm not doing this. Because see, your enemy will have you all thinking in your head that you all right, you good. See, if you would have went with Him, and He's going to do it on His time when it's right here now for you. Easy come, easy go. You keep playing with the enemy. It's fun at first, but He going to drop you. And when He drop you, it's going to hurt hard. And how about this? You may not be able to get up and recover. So if you need help, open up your mouth. And not only ask God, but He has people down here who can help you. Start with someone who you know you can trust. And I don't care if they have what you could say in your head, but they all into God and they're not going to help me. They're going to think less of me. No, if they are truly a sharpener, they're going to come and God is going to talk through them and speak through them to help you. Be open to hear what has to come out and be said. And it may cut you at first. But how about anything that's going to cut you open? It's going to leak out some bad toxins first, and God will heal you back up. So go with that. Go with the truth. Go with Him. Because we all know God don't tell lies. He speaks nothing but the truth. So you guys have a great evening. Thank you guys so much for liking, subscribing, and sharing to the YouTube channel and the podcast side. I thank you for it. Man, none of this would not be possible. My voice is only who I am because God has gave it to me. And He helped me see Audrey Lane and more of who I am. And I thank Him for it. Man, remember, we lack nothing. The lack is a launch. The lack is a launch. So I love you. Make sure you are loving God. Make sure. And love yourself through all of the process. If you have to keep on telling yourself that. If you got to stand at the mirror. Because when you see you see God. That's God in you. That's God in you. Don't go off of what you look like or any of that. God doesn't make anything imperfect. That be the world that want to get into you. Because God, He makes you perfect in His sight. Love it. Love everything about you. He does. So make sure you do. See yourself as He does. Because when you do and you get that God confidence in you, you can go out there and impact the world for Him. And impact and be of purpose for God. And then you can just say, you know what, God, I thank you. This has to be you. You guys have a great evening. I'll be back on with you guys, God willing, tomorrow. Lift your hands and say Jesus. Thank you. Lift your hands and say Jesus. Go with God and have a great evening. And y'all know I always wink. That's what I always do. That's because I do see you. You are of value. Value yourself. I love you. Have a great one. Bye now.